and she says, "Oh, he hit me. They're on their way." And then you hear, "Hi, officer."
No, that wouldn't it.
That's not what she said.
No.
That's not what she
No.
You are not going to talk anymore, Carol.
What I said
appreciate
was,
what you're
whatever
trying to
the
do.
time
I got to
was
get the
when she
information out of
called.
her. Okay. The fourth call, you get a call from her, and what did she say?
They're back.
Okay.
And she said, can't remember if she said she called 911, but it's an issue, so I don't know if she said that. I can't say that for sure. I think, because, she had a habit of calling 911, so, I wasn't happy about that if she did. But, what she said was, there's facts you didn't ask me, so I can't answer that. But, I'm just trying to answer.
The fourth phone call, what did Carol say to you?
She said, they're back. And she said it's okay, because they were coming towards her, because they greeting her. But he didn't greet her.
And you said you heard a scuffle.
No, I heard she say, "Hello, how are you?" And then all of a sudden, bam! It was her getting hit, and that was it. She dropped. I dropped the phone. It wasn't like, "Hello, how are you?" "Hello, blah blah." There was no conversation. It was like her saying hello, and then him that was it. I could hear it, and it was screaming.
So when you just made a slapping, clapping motion, is that?
She got hit. She got ran by this guy, and I knew it was a scuffle, and I dropped the phone, and.
I'm trying to find out.
She didn't say, "Hello, how are you, Mr. Lorenz? Let's come on in and beat me up." No, she said, "It's okay. He's here."
And what was the
sound? And I just
sound?
heard this noise.
Right.
That it sounded like she was,
And how long did that last before you dropped the phone?
I didn't hang on there long.
Okay, so now.
I didn't go. Let me,
So you said 3 to 5 minutes later you were at her place and they were already gone.
As fast as I could get.
And you live pretty much around the block.
I lived a block away, and I timed it the other day when I took those pictures, but I don't think it was a minute and a half, 2 minutes, but it might have taken me 3 to get there.
And
I don't know what I was on or what I had on,
When you got back home, so now you've answered 4 phone calls by the time you're back home making your coffee. And my question to you was, at what point did you see an additional call on your caller ID from Carol's house that you didn't realize was there?
It was like later that night, like that afternoon.
Okay. Do you remember what time that call came from?
No.
Okay.
But it was not what time
But
the
there
call
was no
came.
answering machine message.
No, it was on the automatic.
The caller ID?
Yeah.
So, do you have an answering machine? Or voicemail?
No, I just had voicemail.
Okay, but was there a voicemail from her?
Mm-hmm. She dialed my number.
Okay.
And it was just her on the phone. She didn't know she dialed my number. She didn't know. She wasn't screaming. She just said, "Lindy, help me, help me." It wasn't like I was answering or I was there. She knew I wasn't there.
This is the voicemail message you're talking about.
Yeah, it wouldn't. She knew I wasn't on the phone.
And what did that voicemail message say?
"Help me, please help me, help me, help me."
That was it.
Yeah.
Then you get called by Jersey Village Police.
Mm-hmm.
How much longer after you got back in to make your coffee did you get that call?
See, that's where I'm having the trouble, because it gets where the police called. Somebody said, does it get confused because there's several Joe incidents? I remember someone calling and saying that they had permission for Carol to talk to me. So I think I talked to her. And then she told me some stuff. She was crying, and so then a cop gets back on the phone and says that you can bring her a sweater and some medicine. That's what I think happened the first time.
Right. Do you remember what Carol said to you before the officer got back on the phone? Do you remember what Carol said to you?
She said Lonnie was crying. He was very upset. I may have the wrong arrest, but okay, I have the wrong arrest. She just said.
We're going back to the one where you come in
sorry,
and get the coffee.
Several
I understand.
I've been in there. I'm trying to say there's one where he says he's sorry, he's crying. That must be the main one.
February 18th, you've come back with you get your coffee.
Try to get it together. I'm not upset.
The police call.
Okay.
You're not sure what time they call.
I'm sorry.
The police call. You're not sure what time the police call. They said, we have permission for you to talk to Carol. What does Carol say to you?
I think she says, get me out. I think she says, I'm cold. I need my medicine. I think I'm hurt real bad. And she said, but I'll be okay. Go get my medicine. And so I said, and then the cop gets on the phone because I'm arguing with her. I know what she needs. I know she needs a sweater. She's freezing. I know that she needs her medicine. But I said, I'm not going over to Lonnie's house. And so somebody, I think, this may be wrong, but I did argue with somebody about going into Lonnie's house. And so I think that, I'm not saying I did go to the police station first. And I didn't just drive over to Lonnie's house. I went to the police station and tried to get somebody to understand that I felt real uncomfortable about going, not because of Lonnie, but because, you know.
So you were looking to get permission to go into her house to get her sweater and her medicine?
Well, the relationship between Lonnie and I is very respectful. I think he'll acknowledge that, is that I don't just go into Lonnie Davis's house. Wait.
Okay.
He's a cop, number one. Number two, an incident happened. Number three, Lonnie, of course, said I could go in, but I think my problem was, you know, this is getting a little weird, you know, why do I have to do it? So I did go. I don't know if Lonnie met me at the door. I don't know how. I did go to the cop station, and I did talk to somebody, and he told me what to get or what she could have. That was the issue or something. Right. And so I went one time, and then I went to Lonnie's house. I think JoJo went with me. And I went right in. I don't even know if I had keys or not. I went in and got the stuff that she needed and took it back to the police station.
All right. When you got to...
I wasn't afraid to go. I just wanted to make sure that...
everything was on the okay.
The path was clear. You know, I mean, it's just...
When you got there, to the house, I'm backtracking a little in time. When you got to the house and Hauptmann was in the driveway, was Lonnie Davis outside? I
did not see Lonnie.
And you did not see Carol Davis?
No, she was already gone.
You did not see David Lorenz?
No, sir.
All right. Did you eventually get the medicines and sweater for Carol? Mm-hmm. Was there any problem getting those?
Mm-mm. But it means...
Is that a no?
No, yes, I got it, you know.
And then what... When you said that you tried to talk to Southwestern Bell about getting a capture of the voicemail and caller ID and saving it.
Officially, yeah, later.
Did you get it?
I think I did, but I don't know how. I don't remember. I remember something happened or somebody. I remember telling somebody official, but I can't. I swear to God, I may have a tape, but I don't think so. I don't know why I wouldn't have a tape. Is what I'm saying.
Well, here's my question.
I'm saying I don't.
Okay.
I should have a tape.
So you think there's a possibility that there is a tape of Carol's voicemail?
Go ahead and finish.
That you think was made from the back of a police car?
There's either a tape, but I don't remember ever hearing it. But I did ask for the records officially. I asked for you have to ask the voicemail people to do something to save it for certainly the time. And I don't know whether somebody else heard it or I'm not, like I said, at the time, I can't remember why I didn't tape it, but I might have a tape.
Okay, so you might have like played a tape recorder
I would
with
normally
the phone.
Do that.
Okay.
But I think I wanted an official, certified, right. That's how I do it.
Do you think you have a tape recording of the voicemail?
I could. We have, but I mean, that's the thing. I don't use many cassettes. I use regular tape, and I don't have that many. We have 100 tapes that don't belong to me at all. So.
Okay, but there's a possibility that you recorded using your own recording device, kind of the speaker on your phone.
But I would have it as a serious thing, you know, but I don't.
All right, so
I had a flood too that flooded me out real bad.
Okay, I'm not attacking you for not having it.
I'm
just trying to find out if it exists.
There may be one.
Okay, so there
but
may
it's going to be
a
a hard dog to find.
My other question is, did you ever ask either, obviously in 2001, local calls, you didn't get a printout of all your local calls,
but
in your normal phone bill.
Right.
But did you ask for one?
Yes.
Did you get it?
I might have. See, I had a flood. My whole house flooded. The whole place.
Okay, the reason I am asking this
and I got confused at that point.
That in Carol Davis's deposition, there was testimony from Miss Davis that there were, and they may have been lost in the flood, that didn't come up in the first deposition, but that there were records of the phone calls that she made to you that morning.
I remember making requests officially, like officially, really.